Hi Binit, hi Soumya, hi Jagdish. It's
Right.
Jagdishwar. Yeah, hi, good evening.
Good evening, Vishnu.
So, how was the day, everyone? Yeah, uh, so you can continue with your questions. That's why I joined a little early, so that.
Hi, Srinivas.
Yeah, Vishnu here. Jagdish. Yeah,
Hi, Vishnu. Sorry.
yeah, no issues. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm here to actually listen others' questions so that I learn something here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Vishnu. Currently, I'm using Playwright.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, with the GitHub Copilot. So with that, can I say that I have adopted AI?
Adopted AI. Can you just elaborate your question a little?
It means I am involved with AI and working like that because I read some prompts for my automation scripts,
Mm-hmm.
and then I am getting my test cases one by one automating. So in that scenario, can it be said that I'm using AI or not?
Yeah. Why not? Why not? So basically, what you're saying is you will be applying some AI in your automation work, right? And like you are going to automate some. I mean, like, does your application have anything AI related?
No, nothing is there. It's a web application.
So what you can, let's say you can do is, let's say you're using a tool like Copilot, okay, Copilot AI or something, and you are using that for your automation, whatever, right? So to get the frameworks or whatever you're using, so you can implement that whole automation using AI, and you can give a POC with the scores. For example, the AI scores, right? Uh, Generally, that's what people do. And with that, you can say that you adopted the AI, or you implemented AI in your automation. I mean, like, what I can say. Yeah, overall in the automation vertical.
Yeah, in this one, in my
Mhm.
ID, can I get the scores weekly so that this is the score I
Yes.
got it?
Mhm.
Is
Yeah. So
there where
for
can where can I get that
that,
score from?
you have to set it up, right? So for example,
Okay.
each score has a formula. Okay, so
Yeah.
using that formula, you can set it up in your GitHub, I mean, like, or the CI/CD pipeline. So every week it will run and give you the score.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
So in the Azure pipelines, we need to have some
Yeah, we will be
setup.
seeing that. We'll be seeing that how you can run
Okay.
automated frameworks using and calculating the scores. Yeah,
Oh, then fine. Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the only thing I was
Eventually,
having.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Soumya, good.
eventually, I got a question about the career transition. I have
Mm-hmm.
been into the testing side almost 10 years plus, 11 years
Yeah.
around.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm working as no, by role, it is lead engineer, but I usually work as senior testing
Mm-hmm.
concepts. I work for framework. I am doing rest assured with Java.
Mm-hmm.
Most in the cursor IDE, mostly we use AI
Yeah.
agents to
Mm-hmm.
write the stuff and all.
Okay.
So I wanted to have a transition to AI ML testing. I wanted to be ready whenever I get released from this project. I
Mm-hmm.
want to move to AML testing side. So how
Mm-hmm.
can I actually use this project? Can I say something that I have already used AI testing, something like that? Because cursor ID
Yeah,
always
yeah.
having already
Right, right,
having
right.
agents
So
and
see,
doing the stuff.
not something, lot of things you can say. Don't
Mm.
worry. Yeah. So the thing is, again, will they be releasing you? That, anyways,
I'm sure the work is draining.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. So jokes apart, so yeah, basically, see, after this course, even if there is no AI in your application or in your project, what you can show is a real project that we are going to see, no, in our course. So you can actually
Okay.
show that application as a real project, what you worked on. Naming, don't name it because maybe like you generally we don't name, right? So you can keep it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if they ask also, you can say it in the interview. That's all. But
Mm.
don't no need to name it in the resume. But you can clearly mention
Mm.
what the project was, what the application was, what we did on it, because that's what we are going to do, right? So
Mm.
yeah, and that will be more than enough in your resume.
Yeah, and I feel earlier from manual testing to automation testing, when people used to transition,
Hmm.
we
Yeah.
used to say that we have used automation testing in our project and all.
Hmm.
That actually worked well. But
Correct.
these days we should show the real experience, right? In the
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that is the thing.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yeah,
that's it from my side.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Nastarin, or is it
Yes.
Nikkei? Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I asked this question yesterday in the chat, but it was
Okay.
about, are we going to take a look at the Pinecone in this course? Because I've heard it's really helpful if you're gonna test the result of LLM AI testing.
Can you repeat that word? What you said? Because I didn't get that.
Pinecone, Pinecone.
Is there anyone else who is getting? Can you type it down, Mr.
Yes, sure.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
can write
Sorry,
in the
sorry for that. Yeah, so
No
maybe that.
worries. I can
Yeah,
write in the chat. Maybe I'm pronouncing
no, no.
wrong, but this
It's
is the
all.
application.
Oh, okay. PineCon. Yeah, yeah. So PineCon, we are not, I mean, like, we are not going to see in this course. Okay. But I can give a conceptual understanding of what happens in that tool. And so, see, it's a vector DB. Okay. PineCon is.
Mm,
So it's not a, basically, it's not a tool. It's a DB. Like, there are different types of DB, no? Time series
yes.
DB, relational DBs. So it's a vector DB, and vector DB is widely used in AI LLM models, right? So you just need a high level knowledge only for AI testing, Pinecon, because anyways you are not going to write any data, or I mean like you are not going to be going to a data engineering role, right? You are going to an AI
Mm,
testing role. So there, how much you need, I will give a overview. Okay, because obviously that's a very good point you said. When we speak about the architecture, right, the AI architecture and all, we will be speaking about the vector DBs, how the
mm.
vector DBs are important in AI LLM models, right? So, like, what's the difference between? See, you would have heard this RAG and all, right? Um, so, some RAG chatbots, and so yes, we will be seeing that. Okay, but as I said, it will be conceptual. You can say,
All right. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Any other questions? Anyways, this session is for only questions. Okay, so feel free to ask the questions. Hi, Subodh.
Hi, hi.
Hi, Kasturiya. How are you?
Fine.
Yeah, so you are on a full spree of upskilling, right? I guess full. This year I am going to rock. Is it, Kasturiya?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, all the ways you're on a good track because upskilling is always it's in like it will make you independent in two ways. One is you will become fearless, right? Like you have the skill which is in demand in market, and when that happens, you don't fear anyone, right? So you get chance to work with full with whatever satisfaction, right, in your job. Second is obviously see. Ultimately it's 0 and 50, right? People who are not upskilling, they are in 0. You are at least in 50. Okay, we are above them. So because you have taken that first step at least. Then the next step is obviously the next 50 is maybe looking for the opportunities, applying for the opportunities, right? All those. So yeah, so whoever is on this track of upskilling, learning, that's actually what will keep your growth will surely come, but bare minimum it will keep you relevant in the market. Okay, no one can. Um, I mean, like, yeah, nothing can take away what's yours if you keep doing this.
Yeah. It's not a question, but
Yeah.
this is a repeated question that everywhere. I
Mm-hmm.
had a discussion with my manager once in a while,
Yeah.
like once in the last week or somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
He mentioned that he wanted to give me a personal suggestion that um, testing will not be exist anymore after couple of years or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So try to change the uh, try to change your domain or something that he was suggesting. Is that the case? What do we think? Like I always believe testing will be there, but I'm not sure. Listening
Mm-hmm.
all these things, I always have the doubt
Yeah.
how it
Okay.
will happen and all.
So see
Yeah.
the his like what was his viewpoint? I'm not that sure, but see, world will never run without testing, right? Even when there were no softwares, there were testing, right? Testing was there before that. So testing will surely be there, but in different forms, right? For example, now what he meant might be, let's say you are into a functional testing or a manual testing, maybe AI can do some frameworks and all, and in future AI can do some functional tests, right? But now who will test AI, right? That's a question you
Yeah.
should ask, right? So,
Yeah.
AI will do everything, but who will test AI, right? So
Mm.
that will surely be there. No one can take away that. So AI testing will surely be there. Even I don't think so. Other testing practices will also go maybe in the next 10 years at least. They will also be there, but they will be more AI oriented. Okay, that is what it will be. So, for
Okay.
example, let's say you are a performance tester or a functional tester, you will use AI a lot in that work. Okay, so that will
Mm.
happen. So maybe 10
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
working on performance testing might not be needed. Only 2 people might be needed because AI is helping in many that regular works, right? Like monotonous. So that will happen. Surely the workforce will reduce in the
Mm.
traditional testing domains, but surely new testing, the modern testing things like chaos engineering, right? Chaos
Mm.
engineering, similarly AI testing, all these new, similarly data engineering, right? All these things
Yeah.
will come in the what I can say in the forefront. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah,
Thanks.
sure, yeah.
Hi,
So what
Vishu.
about beneath? Yeah, go ahead. Who is that?
Murtuza.
Yeah, Murtuza. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Actually, today I attended the session.
Mm-hmm.
So just I want to know whether you explained like in brief how like AI works, how it searches, and how many which search engine is used, and
Mm-hmm.
how does
Yeah.
it
Mm.
format yeah the response.
Yeah. So that we will be coming, right? So we'll be going in the course module by module. That time it will come.
Okay.
It is little early now. Okay. So we'll see that.
Okay.
So basically, see, there are a lot of different types of AI, right? Like when we say AI, Gen AI, then based on what type of work it is doing, right? For example, deterministic versus probabilistic models, right? So deterministic models, there are many different types. So for example, let's say if I keep show the types, right, or just to call out the types, there are rule-based AIs, for example, which have some certain fixed rules, right? For example, let's say your password is wrong, it shows the error, right? Now, for example, chatbot with predefined answers. Now, these rule-based, why am I calling AI? So, do this most of you might feel this is not AI, this is our normal application, right? All of you might be thinking that, right? What is rule-based AI? So, what you
Yes.
have, so if your password is wrong, it will show error. So nothing great, right? That's not, but actually programming itself is an AI, right? People now know AI as generative AI and all, but before 10, 20 years itself, in a way, intelligence existed, right? Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah. Similarly, machine learning, right? So machine learning is all about learning the patterns from the historical data and predicting, right? So for example, let's say you are going to like let's say a place somewhere in Mumbai every 9 p.m. In weekdays. You are doing it for like last 3 4 months continuously. Then I asked the AI next week 9 p.m. where Murtuza will be. My AI will be able to say that he will be in Mumbai. That is predictive AI. Are you getting? All of you? So that is machine learning, learning
Yes.
from patterns. Okay, so that's machine learning. So predictive AI, and it is used for fraud detection, then scoring, credit scores, and all, right? And some product recommendations. All these things, this machine learning's AIs are used. Then similarly, deep learning AIs are there. So these are some advanced machine learning models, right? Some neural networks, especially for image recognition, uh, some voice assistant. Like for example, now you would have been seeing this lot of Instagram videos AI generated, right? Which is you just give your video to that AI and it will generate multiple videos of yours, right? So such AIs are coming. So those are all advanced ML, deep learning AIs, right? Which focus on this all this. Then comes the most common AI, which everyone is using, which is a Gen AI, right? Nowadays, very common. Can someone say where Gen AI is actually common? Which application you're using?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT,
Yeah,
Gemini,
yes,
and
exactly. ChatGPT is a Gen AI, right? It is creating new content, not just prediction, right? It's not just predicting. Predicting actually is less if you say in Gen AI. What it is doing is it is creating new content. If you ask ChatGPT to write a story or write a poem, it will do it, right? It will generate from its learning data. So similarly, image generations are there. Those are also Gen AI only. Code generators are there. Those are also Gen AI only. So they are generating. And this is where actually more testing will happen because Gen AI has a wider use case as a front user application, right? Where you can clearly see it is being implemented in the real world, right? So Gen AI. Similarly, LLM. Can someone say what's the full form of LLM? Anyone?
Large language model.
language
Large
learning
model.
model.
Exactly. So large language models are a type of Gen AI, but trained on a specific massive data. Okay. So again, I'm saying, so LLMs are different from normal Gen AI, but it is actually a type of Gen AI only. Okay. But only difference is it is trained on a massive data with a specific domain. Okay, for example, let's say my company or my organization is working on medical services. Okay, or let's say a pharmaceutical company. So whatever the tablets, drugs are there, right? So all those data, let's say I sort it out and I teach this Gen AI all that data. So, for example, let's say in my company there is a drug called uh, some cetamol. Okay, some cetamol, 100 mg for fever and cold. Okay, let's say. So this, what I will do is I will teach this Gen AI, right? That this is there. So it's trained in that. So now if someone asks, like let's say my customer comes and asks, I have fever, give
Srinivas.
me, or
Are you sharing screen?
Yeah,
oh,
you
okay,
should.
sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Is it visible now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's say now what I will do, I have taught my Gen AI. Let's say the Gen AI model name is I'm giving like my company is medical, right? So some Medi, okay, something. Oh, Medibuddy is actually a real company. Okay, Medibuddy, okay, my chatbot. Okay, is Medibuddy. So I have taught my chatbot that this drug cetamol 100 mg is for fever and cold for people in age bracket of 32 to 40, let's say. So I say my customer comes and says, I have fever, give me a tablet recommendation, whatever. He will say only this much. Then my AI should do, should it give directly this drug cetamol 100 mg or should it ask something else?
It should ask something else.
Ask
Yeah,
it.
ask what's your age, right? It's very important because I have mentioned no 32 to 40 only, right? So what's your age? It should ask. And then my user types, let's say 34. Then only it should give the output as drug cetamol 100 mg you can take. Or if let's say my customer says his age is 45, maybe my AI should answer that, sorry, no drug recommendation with us. Please try outside or something like that. So that's what the LLM is all about. So LLMs are also very widely used when it comes to a specific organization or industry. Okay. Now, ChatGPT is a common GenAI application built by OpenAI, right? Similarly, there are other GenAI applications which will use some base model like GPT and all. They will put their data, lots of data, like 100 TB, 20 TB, or 100 TB, 200 TB of data, what their business has been doing from very long, right? And then that new model they will give some name like whatever medi, but that is actually built. So it's not a new model, right? For example, OpenAI has GPT. What I will do, I will train that model over my data, like let's say 200 TB data of my organization, whatever, okay, different types of data. And then that LLM, I will give a name. Okay, like for example, if my company is something like um, maybe Tata, okay, some Tata Buddy I will give. So now what is the difference is GPT has details about my organization also. Okay. But the thing is, now this question is to everyone. Okay. So since I trained my data to GPT, will ChatGPT also have this data, my organization data?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because
No.
ChatGPT is GPT with data fed by OpenAI.
Yeah.
Okay. So OpenAI has brought lot of millions of dollars it has spent on that data. Maybe not even 200 TB. It might be in like thousands of TB. Okay, which the ChatGPT is trained in, and that is. But this data, whatever I train on, this will be actually remaining only with my data buddy. That's how this GPT API OpenAI has created so that clearly our data remains safe in that fine-tuned model. That also I will show you. Okay, actually in the Azure AI Foundry, when you go, whatever model you have, you can actually easily put your data and train that model further. Okay, it can be easily done. So ultimately, yeah. So
So
what I'm
this
trying, that's LLM.
while testing, we will also do the training the model and then again
No, no,
test
no.
it accordingly.
So
Like,
that is not your work. Okay, so
okay,
that's done by the data engineers. Okay, you don't do that, training the model and all. uh, you will be focusing on whatever data you have trained it, right? That is it giving that, for example, there, right? It here when I gave you that example, it should ask the age, right? What's your age? Now, if your AI
okay. So
doesn't
this will be
ask it,
given.
yeah,
This data will be given to us by the architects, right? The data engineers.
yes,
That what is
yes,
to
correct,
what it has
correct,
trained for. Okay.
yeah. So, what's your age? If my AI doesn't ask, then that's a problem which they need to fix. Okay, so this is
And then
your work to find
this
out such issues in your AI model.
negative testing also we have to do, right? Like teasing the AI basically
Yeah,
to an
yes,
ex
yeah.
and security testing as well. Like AI is
Security,
not leaking my data.
yeah, security in terms of privacy and data. Okay, not in terms of some back-end security and all. That is anyways taken care by security team. You don't need to worry about that. But more about privacy and data. What type of data your AI is sharing, right? Is it sharing some sensitive data like mobile numbers and all? Such things you do. But security-wise, you don't see any protocols and all. Is it following and all? That security testers will take care. You don't need to worry about.
Because what
Yeah.
happens now in organization, the major concern with the AI is now AI is open, right? In all the organizations like
Uh,
ChatGPT and all. What
mm,
people will do, they will open their code editor or they will copy paste the entire code and just
mm,
search what is this error and how to fix it. Like they
yeah.
are, exposing the confidential things
Correct.
to the AI.
Ah,
So how these things are handled by the AI, like the database queries,
got it.
the actual queries, they will
Mhm,
copy paste in the ChatGPT itself.
mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So
that is true. That is true. But see, that is not, you are not testing. See, this is more about, you have some chatbot like Tata Buddy or MediBuddy. You are testing that chatbot, right? You are not testing whether your organization is using AI properly. That is a different story. Are you getting Murtuza?
yes, yes, but there are chances, right? If we will
Correct.
copy
Mm.
paste this
Yes,
in
yes.
the AI, it can be linked to others. Huh?
Correct. So that
There are
also is,
chances.
that is a type of testing. Very good. That what you said. See, if whatever you tested, right? AI has one problem. What it is it actually tries to learn from production also, right? So what is happening in the live application? So whatever you tested, after some time, if you don't test it, it would have evolved, right? So that problem generally, so that is why production monitoring is very important. Especially that's why we do these automation frameworks, right? Where we automatically test some prompts and check for the responses, because this AI will evolve in production. More sort of AI will learn from what the users are speaking to it, not only what we trained it, right? So that is, yes, critical. So what you upload and all that might corrupt how the AI is performing and all. Yes. Okay, right. So max 3 minutes more. I'll take questions and then we'll jump into today's agenda.
Vishnu,
Yeah,
one thing
I have one question.
earlier, earlier when software evolved, it went to certain domains, they developed the software applications. Next, it
Mhm.
went to mobile. So
Mhm.
everyone tried to implement mobile apps, and
Mhm.
each mobile it was having different application. Suppose banks have their own web application and also mobile application.
Yeah.
Now, in this AI front end, does all companies will go develop their own AI agents and then they do the business with respect to the domain, or how
Mhm.
it will be?
Yeah. So see, the market is very huge for AI, but the main market share will be taken by the AI applications, right? So see, LLM models, AI models, creating new models is very costly affair. It's not possible for everyone. Okay. So for example, OpenAI is doing, they have spent billions of dollars on it. So everyone will not
Yeah.
run behind that race. What people will run behind and where the billion-dollar industry now next is going to come is in use case, right? For example, I have GPT. How I can use GPT in, let's say, my healthcare business? How I can use GPT in my, let's say, my oil and gas business? Whatever, right? So application, right? How I can apply AI into various domains. That's where the industry will be, and that's where the AI testing jobs will also be. Not on the open AI. I mean, like by studying this AI testing job course, I will never say that you will get job in OpenAI. That's a totally different thing. Okay, but you will get you can easily land into jobs in Amazon or in such applied, right, where they are applying AI for their uh,
Okay.
the application, right? So that is where the opportunity is. Yeah, Dheeraj, please go ahead.
I just wanted to be ask, since you mentioned it will be more at the application level uses of that using the AI.
Hmm.
Now, I'm seeing like many of the job postings where they say like model validations have the maths background with the statistics and more from the AI ML uses of the same. Okay,
Correct.
and the job posting is for testing position.
Hmm.
Now what you mentioned is like more from the usage of AI, not developing the LLM, but the
Correct.
testing of how the testing of LLM.
Mhm.
Will there be any scope of testing of LLM, or how
Yes.
what kind of this model
Yeah,
validation
that is
actually
also a
happen?
good question, but that will be a very small niche. Okay, for example,
Mhm.
let's say you have performance testing and performance engineering, right? Both are different. So,
Mhm.
which job do you find more, testing or engineering?
Testing.
Exactly, right?
Testing.
Same way. So
Mhm.
AI testing jobs will be more testing the LLM models where
So.
like Nastran said, right? Like will we
Mhm.
see about PineCon, right? All those things, right? The vector
Mhm.
DB, RAG, and all those things will come, which is
Mhm.
actually in depth. It's not that easy to learn at the entry level, right? you should have good amount of mathematical knowledge also there to understand the neural networks, the science behind it, and also it will be a very niche. Okay, obviously it's a very high paying job, but it's a niche and it's not easy for you to learn in maybe even a year. It will take time. Okay, so the
Okay.
way we do that is first you, for example, in performance, you enter performance testing, you work in that, and then you move to engineering, right? So same way you have to
Mhm.
do here. You have to get into AI testing roles, get familiar with what's happening in AI in a very high level way, get become
I,
an expert in that,
I-
and then move on to the LLMs
okay. So
optimization test.
when
Yeah.
when something calls in general as a model testing, right?
Mhm.
So that talks about the LLM or it talks about the application
Yeah, that's
in
a
terms
good
of
question.
financial
So
or
it
financial
can.
world or like the
Mhm.
regulatory
Yeah.
capital market world.
Yeah. So see what happens, no? The LLM, or when they say model, it's not
Mm-hmm.
always you are going into that development level optimization. It can be high
Uh-huh.
level testing, right? Whatever we are speaking about, AI testing. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
about model or LLM. You have to ask in little ahead question, right? So what actually they are expecting to test, or for example, they would have mentioned some you have to optimize the how the augmentation is happening, or they would have mentioned, have you worked on inferences? So these are some high level concepts. When that comes, that means you are in that engineering, um, like that's your expectation.
Validation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but
Thank
if
you.
they're speaking about bias, hallucination, toxicity, all these things are
Mhm.
AI testing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about generative
Sorry, can you speak little
generative
loudly?
AI?
Yeah,
Generative
Gen
AI.
AI. Yeah. So we spoke little time back on that only. So what you can do is maybe little go back in the recording and see. But I'll quickly say Gen AI is nothing but where the AI generates the data from what it is trained, right? So for example, an AI can write a poem, write a story. Now, how it is able to do that? Because it from what it has learned, right? It is giving out something creation, like creatively. So that's Gen AI. Now, ChatGPT and all is Gen AI, right? What you are seeing, generating images is a Gen AI. So, but it's not. I mean, like it's not a model as such. Okay, it's a Gen AI, right? You can use to generate some thing out of it. Now, LLMs are nothing but Gen AI trained on some specific data, right? Very heavily. So that is LLMs, right? Yeah.
Srinivas, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Maybe I can ask. I think
Yeah. Yeah. Go
one
ahead.
of
Go
the
ahead.
answers, that I think would be helpful to everybody is maybe later on you can share like a handful of job postings that after we're done with this course, we may be able to apply for. You know what I mean? So that way it can give us an idea as like, this is what we have now we can go for. That way, yeah,
Mhm.
I think it will clear up things for people because yeah, when I think a lot when I hear people talk here, I'm seeing that a lot of people are kind of like, what exactly is AI? Because it's such a
Mhm.
big term.
Yeah.
So just looking at job postings, we was like, yeah, this, according to you, maybe
Mhm.
after this class, we can go for sort of that
Got it.
type of job. It'll give us a guidance.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah,
Thank
obviously,
you.
because that's what the real outcome is all about, right? So, if I mean, like, if you cannot find out some job or something which is based on what we are learning here, right? It doesn't reach that end point. Surely, I'll be showing. Yeah, no issues.
Some generic expectation. I vouch for you what you just mentioned, suggested. So it's
Yeah.
more of like some of the relevant, whether it is for QA or senior QA, it doesn't matter. But some roles, responsibilities, like these are the different thing where we can match it after this particular course.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes.
Thank you.
So, LLM implementation in organizations has a different purpose, and ML implementation has a different purpose,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes. ML is more engineering oriented. It's mathematical, statistical. Okay, and it's a very niche, right? It's not very common, right? You don't find very common jobs with ML or LLMs, right? Sorry, LLMs. LLMs you will find more, right? So yeah,
So
MLs
for
are specific. Yeah,
so for in order to test the ML implementation,
yeah.
um, so we need to have different para,
See,
metrics,
for
right?
yeah,
Like
so
record
exactly,
and stuff.
yeah. So in that
Yeah.
case, you will have to learn about machine learning algorithms, right? Machine learning algorithms and neural networks. It's actually a PhD grade thing, actually. So it's not that easy, okay, to learn.
Mhm.
Like mathematical equations and all, statistics mainly, plotting, right?
But
So more
but
on
that
to the
knowledge is needed.
not
It is
needed
needed
as
in order to test.
no. I mean, like, not an AI tester needs it. It that you need only to test ML, right? And as I said,
Yes,
ML is
yes.
just a fraction of maybe out of 100 jobs, maybe one job.
Okay, okay,
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Yes.
Hi. So in order to search for a job related to this
Mhm.
particular course, so
Yeah.
what are the keywords we have to type in any of the job portal?
Yeah. So see, if you type just AI testing itself, no, you will get a lot of job. For example, in our group itself, I don't remember the name. He had clearly put that job description. No? So I had given a reply like what all in that job we are covering in our course. So 70 to 80% of that job we were covering in this course, right? If you remember, I don't remember the name. I had put a reply also
I think
because that was pretty. Clear. I mean, like what job you can clearly apply because he had clearly found out, right? Like the AI testing role with specifics of that. Uh, oh, name is not there. Okay, no issues. So basically, for example, you will he in his job detail, what he has, so 5+ years of experience or 2+ years hands-on testing in AI. But obviously, AI is so new, so they cannot expect 2+ years of experience from everyone. But in that job post, they have said that 2+ years of experience on AI testing, then experience with NLP systems, recommendation engines, fraud detection, scoring models. Obviously, we are going to see that strong skill in validating accuracy, bias, and explainability. We are going to see that. Proficiency with PyTest, TensorFlow model analysis. No, TensorFlow model analysis we will not see. But PyTest we will be seeing because we'll be using that for our automation, right? The experience with CI/CD integration, yes, we'll be seeing, and clear communication skill for technical and non-technical. So yeah, so that's what and what you will do in that job they have mentioned test for bias, explainability, and transparency issues, design the test case, and drift detection. Yes, we are going to see that drift detection testing. And yeah, so that's what. So these are the things you need to look into, these keywords. And exactly once we are into the course, after maybe 5-10 days, you will yourself will come to know when you read the job description that yeah, this is something what which we learned clearly with that keywords bias, hallucination, toxicity, drift. These are the keywords you need to look into.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I have a
Uh,
question.
Yeah.
And it probably sounds a little basic, but
Mhm.
when you keep saying LLM, is it a concept or a tool? What is the ALM? Like basically, like I mean, and
Yeah.
like you. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So let me explain that. Let me share my screen. Okay. Little before I explain, let me explain it again. Maybe a little slow, okay, because many of you have this doubt, right? So we'll be seeing this in detail, but I what I feel is maybe I'll take it quickly now. See, so first before LLM, let me explain what's a Gen AI. Okay, so there are various AIs, Gen AI, then we have the deep learning AIs, then LLMs are there, right? So let's speak about Gen AI first. So Gen AI is nothing but which can create or generate data from, let's say, from whatever it has been trained, right? From whatever data is trained, it can create, it can generate.
So it's more like a tool. Gen AI is a tool. Like
Yeah, I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. So, so
okay,
now to call out the example, Chat GPT is a Gen AI application. okay, which you're using.
Okay, okay.
Okay, ChatGPT is a Gen AI application built over. Can someone say build over which model?
OpenAI.
OpenAI.
With OpenAI's GPT models, right? Currently 5 is also there.
Uh,
GPT-5, right?
Oh,
So
oh,
company which has created this model is OpenAI.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Now see, GPT-5 is the model. Okay, very it's for everyone. Be clear. GPT-5 is the model, right? With when I say model, it is the ML model. That's where machine learning comes. Okay, ML model. What is sitting behind, right? And this GPT-5, what they have done is they have trained with lot of data. So let's say trained with maybe some thousands of TB data. Okay, thousands of TB data from various domains. Okay, to make it a LLM. Okay, and using this LLM, they have created ChatGPT. Clear now? What is
So
machine
if you
learning
said
model? What is LLM?
it,
Yeah.
when you say trained, like LLM, I mean, is it like a database getting the fed with all the
Okay.
data
Let me
from?
explain that also. See, for example, let's say my GPT API AI, right? Model, ML model, GPT-5 is there. So now if I ask with before training, let's say, who is Gandhiji?
Okay,
Before training,
freedom
okay?
type.
No, it will not know. It will say, I don't know.
Okay,
Okay. Now what I will do now, I will train GPT-5 with the data saying Gandhiji is father of nation of India, whatever, something. Okay. Maybe some details about him. I
okay.
trained. Now, if I ask the same question, who is Gandhiji? It will say this. You using this
Hmm.
data, it will give me some answers.
so GPT-5 is like a skeleton kind
Ah,
of thing.
yes. That is why we are calling it a machine learning model, right? It's just a machine
Hmm.
learning model. It is just a brain, like a child, right? Without anything. A simple zero brain. Now we give data to it, it will know things. Getting all of you?
Yep.
So who is giving the data? LLM is giving the supplying the data?
No, no. See, again, LLM is a name given to
Okay.
given to any generative AI. Okay, LLM is the name. See, ML model is there. Now,
Hmm.
if I train any ML model with lot of data, it will become LLM. So LLM is not
Okay.
training. Okay, so it's a terminology.
It's a terminology. Okay,
So
got it.
it's more
Thank you.
sort of from ML model, it is promoted to LLM. Once it's now this ML model can be anything. GPT is there. You'd have heard of DeepSeek, right? It's Chinese DeepSeek. Then
Yeah, yeah,
similarly,
yeah. Right.
Grok is there. Olama is there. All these are ML models. Olama is actually
Okay.
an open source model. Anyone can easily run it in your local machine also. It's not paid. GPT is paid. DeepSeek is also you can you don't need to pay anything. It's almost free, right? Grok is of Elon Musk, right? And Olama is of Facebook, Meta. Okay, and GPT
But
is of OpenAI. And these
and
are
all
all
of these have different LLMs, right? Not
not
the same.
LLM.
It's
These
like,
are all ML models.
yeah, these are ML models, but the
But if we
LLM that
train it,
gets applied
yeah.
to this.
See, now if we train it, it becomes LLM. So you can make your own
Oh,
LLM if you are a business.
oh, got it. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay.
Yeah. So let's say Olama. I'm a healthcare business. I use Olama. I feed Olama with all the drug related data. It becomes my company's LLM. Now using this LLM, I can create any application. Like, for example, you saw ChatGPT, right? That's an application. Clear all of you? Any doubts
Yeah,
here?
yeah. So thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, hi. I
Yeah.
had a query. Can I quickly
Mhm.
ask?
Yes,
A
yes,
very
go ahead.
basic and very, I mean, whatever you were discussing from that.
Yeah.
So, so I've been into testing for a
Mhm.
long time now, but I have a very basic question. Like, say, suppose I'm an AI tester. So,
Mhm.
um, and I start working and I'm assigned to a project. So,
Yeah.
like how in a traditional testing world, we have requirements, then we have in scope and out of scope and all that stuff. So, um, how in this AI testing this looks like? So, there are so many models we are talking about, so many tools that we are talking about. So, I say I get a user story and there are say I get a website and then okay, I have to test this website. I may test it manually or using automation, right? So both. So how in this AI world this looks like? I mean, I get that Gen AI can create data and we are already into extensively using Gen AI now. So how in this in AI world, how as a tester we are approaching this, and I mean, what kind of a strategy we have? I mean, how to go about this? I mean, this AI testing also AI itself is a vast, and AI
Mhm. Yeah.
testing for me is also looking a very a
Mhm.
deep ocean kind of wherein
Okay.
how
Yeah.
are we going to fit ourselves?
Yeah. See, ultimately, now when why I always take the example of performance testing is because AI testing is
Yeah,
little bit more oriented to non-functional testing. Okay. So that's why I take the
right.
example of performance. So see, in performance testing, uh, if before someone who is entering into performance testing, and I say to that person that you test the load and stability of applications, now
Yeah,
that guy will get confused. There are so many applications in this world. How can I do performance testing? How can I learn performance testing for all the applications? Right?
mm,
But when he starts learning, he comes to know there is only a tool, Jmeter, there is monitoring tools. Application has only a small role. Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
yeah, yeah,
So that is the same story with AI testing, right? So AI
yeah.
testing, there are a lot of models, lot of things
Okay,
around, lot of LLM models are there, ML models are there, but ultimately all follow a same structure when it comes to application.
okay.
Okay,
So
see,
we have to
so
concentrate on the application
yes,
basically.
the layer, right? So for example, now all of them, most of them use APIs. So you need to be good at
Correct,
APIs, right? So
right.
how the APIs, how you test APIs, the same similar approach you will use here. But only thing is AI has a probabilistic
Mhm.
approach, not a deterministic approach, right?
Okay,
So what is a probabilistic approach is, see, in traditional testing, you
yeah,
have expected result, right?
yes,
A
yes.
standard one, but here you don't have it, right?
Mm,
Here you have expected behavior, not a result.
yeah,
What
okay,
you have
yeah.
is an expected behavior, okay, based on your NFRs.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
you
non-functional.
as a tester, you need to make sure that your AI is giving that expected behavior, right? That is where your focus will be. And to test that, there are various ways and different types of test for different behaviors.
Okay,
Okay, and
okay,
that's what we are going to learn in this course.
okay.
Okay,
So
yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, and one more thing, sorry. So
Mhm.
now, of late, in recently in my organization, I've started hearing something. So we already, after this Gen AI, we are into agentic AI now. And then
Mhm.
again, now recently, I've heard something called as physical AI. So there
Ah.
are so many, yeah, I absolutely am not aware what is physical AI.
Yeah, yeah. So don't worry. So see, as we progress in the course, we will see all this. Okay, agentic
Okay,
AI, Gen AI, AI
Gen.
workflows. In AI workflows, agentic
Okay,
AI world, you will hear this tools like N8N and all, right? N8N,
okay,
all these tools. So we will be seeing all. I mean, like, I will not
okay.
say seeing, but you will know all these things. Okay, surely
Okay.
what they
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
So I just want to know, like, as a tester,
Mhm.
approach for all these types. I don't know, these are types of AIs, right? Agentic.
Uh-huh.
Now, Gen,
Yeah.
we are already
Yeah.
using. There's the
Yeah.
agentic AI also, which
Yes. Yes.
already all
Actually,
organizations have started
agentic
using. Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah. Go
real,
ahead.
I mean, like comedy, okay? Agentic AI and AI agents are different. Do you know that?
Oh, is it? I thought AI are making agents, and those agents would be behaving.
Yeah.
Uh,
So both are actually different. Okay. Yeah.
I thought. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No. Both are different. Agentic AI and AI agents are different. We will
Okay.
see that. What's the difference?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I just want to know. So this will help me, right? I mean, as a tester, so approach
Mhm.
for all these types would be same, right?
Yes.
I mean,
So, for
to
example,
fit. Yeah.
let's say
Yeah.
I am doing in AI testing, right? If I what will
Yeah.
change and what will not, right? For example, what will not change, right?
Mhm.
You still have user stories.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Second,
Yeah.
uh, let's say you still define the scope.
Okay.
Third, let's say you still do manual and automation.
Okay.
Okay. So manual and
Okay.
automation testing happens. Okay. And similarly, you
Yeah.
still create a test strategy and test plan document, right?
Mm-hmm.
Test plan
Right.
document is created. Okay. So these are not changing. Okay. These are still same.
Mm.
Okay. So
Okay.
no change, I'll say.
Okay.
Some my handwriting I might be little scribbling, okay, but if you want me to make it better for some things, you can always let me know, okay? I can write it slowly. Just to what I am speeding up is so that we can go to the main topics right fast. So that
This is the best
okay,
compared to
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah. And next is what changes, right? This is very critical to understand.
Yeah. Yes.
So what changes is first AI features are, as I said, probabilistic. That means your expected outcome or expected result will change, okay, based on what you're giving, right? So we cannot say a standard expected response. This will be no, but we can always have a expected. So if AI features are probabilistic, so no expected result.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
tells expected result, but we have expected behavior.
Okay.
Okay, which is very critical for us to understand, because when you create test
Yes.
cases and all, this is what you will do. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, my whiteboard
Thank
is
you.
actually a little weird. Okay, so now coming to next. So outputs are not fixed, right? That is what is important
Yeah.
for us to understand. And quality is judged by
performance.
performance is one parameter, yes, by behavior, risk, then trust, right? All these things. But see, ultimately, these are all vague terms. All of these terms have a metric also associated with it. We call it
Mm-hmm.
scoring, okay, scores. So that we will see. Because see, ultimately, you say, "Oh, my AI is very trustworthy." No one will. I mean, like you have to show them the score, no, some metric value, right? So that is where we have the scores, right? Bias score, hallucination score. So and each score has a specific way to calculate, right? Which you need to know how to calculate a bias score, a drifting score, right? That we so that these are the things that changes,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
So you will be showing this, right?
Yes. Yes.
Whatever
Right.
what
Yeah.
changes part basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
an example, through and through, end to end, like okay,
Right.
this is what AI is. I mean, tested some
Yeah,
application.
so that is
Okay.
why I said we will be using this
Okay.
application. This is an
Okay.
AI-based application, okay? A career guidance application, and they are using AI in multiple places. You can see for assessments, and then similarly, if you go to the Career Hub, they have some features where, for example, if I go here, so for example, based on like what the user is and all, they're generating some data here, which can show whether this job is proper for them. And in the assessment also, they have some options like that. So yeah, This application is good. Okay, you can. We will be working on this. Even they have a bot also, an AI bot. So even there they have a speak live, right? Real time voice generator, right? AI again. So yeah, we will be using this application to learn many things. Okay, and end to end.
Okay. Yeah, great. Thanks.
Sure. Yeah.
Can we have the
I-
multiple testing types also that we have in traditional, or it's going to be only
Yeah,
regression?
so here yesterday, I think we saw, right, different testing like functional behavior testing, performance, privacy, and data testing. So
Yeah.
there are some five, six, around
Yeah.
eight very important ones that I will be teaching. Yeah,
Got
yeah. Basically, see, these are the eight important ones which, if you do, it's more than sufficient. Okay. You can further create based on your imagination and all. I mean, like the if you want to go very in depth and all, but these are some eight which organizations accept. Yeah. And main thing is you have to understand what is in scope, out of scope. That is also very important, right? So, for example, if I say in scope, right, as an AI tester, prompt behavior, hallucinations, bias and fairness, maybe safety and security, consistency, performance, prompt changes and regression, then maybe monitoring AI behavior. These are all in scope. Now, if I speak about out of scope for AI tester, model training is out of scope. I'm repeating this again. Model training is out of scope for us. We are not going to do that. That's a data engineer role, AI trainer role, right? That's a different. Then similarly, ML algorithms. We don't need to know that. That's a mathematical statistics and a very in-depth role for research oriented to develop the ML models, like not LLMs, MLs, right? Similarly, weight tuning, some deep data science, and all those. Those are out of scope for us, right? We don't need to worry about those things. I hope things are clear now for everyone.
Yes, Vish.
Yeah.
Yes, I have one
Vishnu normally,
question. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, please. Normal traditional way we speak today application has this many defects, bugs like that. In AI, do we talk? We need to change like how it is behaving today, like that, or what is the
Yeah.
scores?
Yeah, yeah. So that's a good question, right? Like, how do I communicate? What's the problem
Yeah,
in AI, right? Like in traditional applications, you will say, okay, my performance is low, maybe response time is high, throughput is low. But with AI applications, how do I showcase that issues, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
see, that's a very good question, a practical question. See, now in AI testing, we have something called scores, right? Scores are that you can say that metrics which speaks about your AI efficiency. Okay. So,
Okay,
but before that, the key difference you need to understand is in traditional apps, problems are technical. Okay. But in AI apps, problems are behavioral. Okay. That is very critical to understand. It's not technical, but it's behavioral. Okay. So, response time is high and all is like technical terminologies. But you should communicate impact and evidence, right? In AI, not technical. So how do I, for example, let's say instead of AI response is wrong, you should be saying it more about AI is giving confident but unverifiable information, something like that, right? So for now AI and scores you have to give. For example, faithfulness score is dropped from 4.2 to 2.8, or consistency is has failed. Consistency score has come down from 3 to 5, or gone high, maybe 3 to 5, right? Time to first token, right, has increased from 1.2 seconds to 3.8 seconds. So these things you can say, these are measurable. Are you getting?
So
okay.
scoring, how it will be done manually or by via tools?
So it's more about how do you calculate Little's law in performance? You do manually only, no? Right?
Okay.
Yeah, similarly, so you create an Excel file and keep, you just give the values, it will give you. It's any, see, these scores are very
But
simple.
in API, we have a
Yeah.
response
Through
time,
API,
right?
we do like that. So
Yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. We can do that.
we saw yesterday in the
We can
Yeah.
growth,
capture with the response time as well,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
let's say 8 seconds, 7 seconds.
Yeah, see, scores are again, see, it's not like, it's more about a comparison, right? Where you score between 1 to 5. Let's say you take two models, and you score between 1 to 5. It's not that you have always you have a formula to do that. Sometimes we have, yes, but it's not that always you have formula, but based on, like, for example, how consistent my AI is compared to second and third. If third is more consistent, you put 5. Second one is less consistent, you put 3. That is scoring. Are you getting, Murtuza?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And based on that, you put all the scores and you find the efficiency score. There's a formula for that. And that efficiency score will decide which model is more efficient. Right. So such things you do. Okay. Comparison
Okay,
and all
so
this.
what
Yeah.
after give the score? Like how do you score? Will we have a reference to the
Yeah,
scoring?
yeah, yes, yes, we will be learning because see, ultimately that is what the metrics we will see, no? When we are learning AI testing, if we don't know how to score things, then it is useless, right? That is what will speak what we did. Just by putting the prompt and seeing the data and doing the testing, you cannot show what you did, right? To show it, you need that quality gates, that metrics that we will see, right? How to score.
Okay, does it go by standard? The metrics are like standardized across?
We can't not like standard. There is an approach for that. We will learn that. Okay, now it's little early
Okay, thank you.
to go in depth. Yeah. Any other questions, anyone?
Just one question. This was really helpful for understanding, and I got some idea about my question as well. Answer about my question a little bit. So in my company, we have chosen the Google Vertex API for recommendations.
Yes.
So the thing is, it is all new. So I'm not sure like how to test those. We have the confidence score and other stuff. Engineers have done the prompt. They might change the some prompt as well. So from this course, I just want to know, will I be test those integration and give the quality metrics that you mentioned, like we have different metrics, matrices. So will that be done from this course and it will help me to test those because it is already integrated, but not sure how to test.
Hmm. Yeah, very
So,
easily, very easily. See, though it's integrated also, you
mhm,
can very easily test it. Or no need to worry that this is Azure AI, that is Vertex AI, all are same. Okay, like
sure.
ultimately what model they are using in the background, that is
Mm,
important. Okay. So model, for example, DeepSeek or GPT, whatever it is.
mm,
So
mm,
what you will be testing is anyways the output, right? Whatever is in the background is not that worrisome to you.
mhm.
You
Yeah,
just need
yeah.
to test the output. And ultimately, even if you don't want to use Vertex AI interface, you can easily use the API. Okay, you get the
Yes,
API access.
yes,
That's
yes.
more than enough. So you any Postman or some tool you can use
Huh,
to
huh.
see the response and all. Now, based on that, you can start scoring it, right? Whether it's integrated or no issues, you can score
Yeah.
it because you are not doing any performance test there, right? You are
Mhm,
doing AI
mhm.
testing. You're not putting any heavy load and all. No, nothing
No,
like that.
no, no.
You can easily test it, and only things, for example, now let's say I have to type in 100 prompts, right? Now that is manually. If you do, it's little difficult, right? 100 prompts doing manually, finding the score or finding the quality metrics. So what we do, we write a small script,
Mhm.
which I will teach you how to write. Very very easy, right?
Right.
You write a script and you test it. So such things you will do. Yeah,
Okay,
no
okay.
worries.
And it will be like one of the question was asked already, how to show the like it should be measurable kind of stuff. So
Yeah, yeah,
later on,
exactly.
once
Yeah,
we do this testing, it will be in kind of measurable stuff, right?
yeah, everything is score. So faithfulness score, consistency score, bias score, drift score, all these are scores. You'll have a number for that. Each of these.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And it will help me even if it is integrated already, and then I
Yeah, yeah,
can start
yeah,
testing.
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, no. And
Okay.
Vertex AI is actually see what's the difference between the Azure AI Foundry and Vertex AI
Mm-hmm.
is Vertex AI is more about you can change the model
Mm-hmm.
for various applications. Like parallelly, right? In an
Mm-hmm.
application, you can use more than two, three models using same
Yes.
API.
Yes,
Okay,
we are using two models. Yes, yes.
correct. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Azure AI Foundry works little different. There, what
Mm-hmm.
happens is, like, anyways, it's not a worry for us. We are
Mm-hmm.
ultimately working with APIs, but just to
Mm-hmm.
give you an overview, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
Azure AI Foundry works differently, where Azure AI Foundry gives different API endpoints for every model.
Okay, different. Okay, API endpoints.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So yeah.
yeah,
Hmm. So what is happening is here the endpoints will not change much in Vertex AI. Based on
vertex.
what you are doing, it will
Mhm.
automatically switch.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes, yes.
that's the difference. And similarly, there is AWS Bedrock. Again, one more by AWS. Okay, so that is also little bit similar to Azure AI, not like Vertex AI.
Sure,
And
Nivas.
we will be learning via API. Sorry. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, right. Someone is
Okay.
bursting a cracker outside. Sorry for that. I don't know why. It's
No,
not Diwali.
we cannot hear. That's fine.
Yeah, okay, okay, sorry. Yeah. Manuel, please go ahead.
Yeah, was this session supposed to be a Q&A type of session?
Actually,
I
it
mean,
wasn't. We were planning, but the problem is there were a lot of questions and we drifted to questions. But yeah, these were all important questions which
yeah,
you need.
no, I completely understand. I have been where a lot of people, the questions that people are asking, I have been there. I'm actually still there,
Yeah.
but just wondering because
Mhm. And no
you know,
worries, don't worry. Like, don't,
we need. I mean,
um,
people, you know, need to start like have basic knowledge of Q&A. I
correct.
mean, AI
Yes.
terminology, and that will help. But
Right, right.
maybe it should have been like a separate session, like
Yeah, yeah.
Q&A session or ask me anything session, instead
Mhm.
of just kind of, you
Yeah.
know, because I had to get up at 6:30 in the morning to kind of
Got it,
just
got
listen
it.
to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
don't worry. See, now this is, I mean, like, this is open to everyone's session, right? So once the private sessions begin, we will be going as per the modules. So don't worry. And it will be like very streamlined and we will be going as per the schedule. So Q&A also will happen like in the starting and without much interruptions and all. So don't worry. Okay. This is just because it's open to all. So I want to make it so that everyone gets maximum knowledge from it, right? Whatever they need, and whatever clarifications they want to take.
Yeah,
So I
and
want them to, yeah, yeah,
I understand. Like I said, I understand where people are coming from because
yeah,
the terminology and a lot of people use the wrong terminology, like agent, like what you
yeah,
say, agentic AI versus the
exactly.
agents is a,
And
you know,
whatever I am
that.
speaking here, I'll be going in depth from Monday. Okay, don't worry. Everything
And
will
just
be,
a,
yeah,
and just as a further help on the chat, I slacked the YouTube channel from IBM
yeah,
that has very, very good videos on all the terms that people just kind of, a lot of
okay,
the terms that people were there. They
yeah,
have very beautiful, very well explained documentation, explanation on the different terminology and areas of AI. If people want
yeah,
to go in there and look at, you know, pick the terms that they
right.
want an explanation
Yeah,
on.
yeah, 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 yeah. Surely, surely, it will be helpful for everyone. Do share such things. Yeah, thank you, Manuel. And yeah, so I know, see, many of us here are, it's a very new, I mean, like AI is not new, but still many things people are still grasping, right? Ultimately, AI is not ChatGPT, right? Which we need to understand, right? So there are a lot of things here, conceptually also, because it's a new domain. We need to understand things. Very less community around it. People who know it really worked on it, right? So there will be a lot of questions. I expect that. And that is why I said like this course will not be 30 hours, 30 plus. Because as per the interactions increase, which is again probabilistic. So I cannot predict that, okay, this many hours of interaction will happen between the audience and me. So I said 30 plus hours, right? So surely I am expecting a lot of good interaction happening, nice brainstorming happening as we progress, maybe after 10, 15 sessions because that time you will become more expert from what you are now, right? Conceptually and even the test wise and all. So the questions will be improved, right? Maybe the quality of questions will improve further, right? So that's what I'm expecting. So yeah, hope so. And yeah, this was actually I was planning some topics to be taken today. No worries, I will take it on Monday. Anyways, I'm not here to count on
Theo,
the days and topics. So every topic that we have planned will be covered. Okay, so no worries about that.
Srinivas, if by any chance you had any material for today, any like reading or slides,
Yeah,
maybe
I
you
will
can
share.
share them so we can read
Yeah,
them over the weekend. That would,
sure,
you know,
sure. I will share. I'll share manual. Yeah.
okay, thank you.
so
Yeah. But
Srinivas,
really, but
Srinivas,
really appreciate people like Manuel, okay, who are really proactive in learning because That's really good to see. Okay, like asking materials and even queries also. So good job, Manuel. Right, like keep it up, this spirit. Surely you will have a good, I mean, like outcome out of these things.
Yeah. So with respect to QA also, right, the best option is, at the end is the best option going forward. Because if we start in the beginning, then we are going to drifting.
Yeah. See, again, this is not a private session, right? So that's why I'm not putting rules, right? Or maybe so once we are in a private session, we have ample time, we have the proper schedule in hand, proper modules. That time flow shouldn't be interrupted much, right? So those things, obviously, because I know things, right? Like before you ask some question or before you suggest something itself, I know because it has been around 30, 40 batches now, including all the courses that I've been taking, right? So I know many people, right? Like maybe the first batch which I took, like maybe might wouldn't have been this much matured, right? Or maybe there are a lot of problems, but surely now I know, right? Like what all, how actually should I teach something, right? That is very important, so that you all learn. So surely I'll be
So,
following all of them. Don't worry. Yeah.
so you are building your own model as well, right? As part of this. No.
Model, no. See, again, as I said, model creation is a
It's
billion
okay.
dollar. Yeah, yeah. $1 billion industry. But application, yeah, application is.
Uh, okay,
Yeah.
data training.
Data training, maybe I can conceptually show you very quickly, but not in depth. Okay. It's a very simple thing only actually, but data cleaning and all is actually the most difficult work in that. Not data training actually. That's why I said it's a job of a data engineer, because it's more about you create an Excel file, you feed it to the AI, training is done. But to reach that Excel file, no, that is where the real challenge is. You have to clean the data.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you give some data which is not validated or which is not clean, your AI will get corrupt. Are you getting, Dheeraj?
Yes, I'm
Hmm.
getting, and at the same time, I'm just thinking, do
So
AI
you,
or ML
as a
basically use the
AI tester, you will not train, right? Training, and don't think
uh,
training is a small job. It's a full-time job. Okay. It's more on the
okay.
data science side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because you are not working with one set of data. It will be, you can just imagine maybe 1 lakh lines of data.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to know a
Okay.
lot of data manipulation techniques, right? So in the database and similarly data related, lot of data related work when we go to training model.
Okay.
Because if you feed just 100 lines of data, that doesn't mean that you have trained AI, right? It's just you're given data, that's all. But to really train an AI, you need huge amount of data.
Okay.
Yeah. And this data
Thank you.
industry is again booming, like where people who supply data, no, that is again one
Mm-hmm.
big industry now.
Data providers, you mean say the source data or
Yeah,
the
data providers. Yeah, because what they do
okay.
is they collect the data, clean the data, and give it to the AI models directly, and they charge it for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is it the data analysis you're speaking about?
Sorry, Shobna.
Is it the data analytics you're speaking about?
Actually, what is it breaking only for me or
She's
for everyone?
asking if it is the data analysis that will be done.
Yeah, data analytics, you can no, no, but data analytics is again a different
Correction.
thing. Yeah, a different thing. But it's a data engineering, okay, which is not in our scope, anyways. AI testing scope, it's not there. Okay. Yeah. Data analytics is more about getting a considerable information out of some data, right? Business information, right? So that,
Analysis.
yeah,
She's
exactly.
saying analysis, not analytics.
Oh, okay. Data analysis. Analytics, analysis, both are pretty much same, I guess.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Data cleaning is very difficult. Right? Data engineering. That's what. Yeah. Okay, right. So, as I said, no worries. We had planned an agenda today, NLP and all, natural language processing, and some things I wanted to show. Deterministic, probabilistic model. Even in Azure AI Foundry, I wanted to show a few things because I had got these questions. So maybe real quick, I'll show that. Just a moment. Let me open that. So whatever I spoke now, no, maybe let me show real quick some things, okay, so that you can try to see it in reality, how it. See, this Azure AI Foundry, now I am using a version GPT 4.1, okay. Similarly, I can actually deploy various different models. So if I go to models and endpoints, so this is the beauty of this Azure AI Foundry. Lot of different types of models I can easily deploy and test. So if I'm doing some model POC and all, I can easily do it here, okay, in the AI Foundry. Second thing is, now, see, when you're working in your organization, you already will have a model. Okay, so only thing you need to do is you need to test that model, right? But how will you test 5, 6, 8 different types of models, right? So that's why in our course we have chose Azure AI Foundry, where you can get all the models in one place to play around, right? That is also a point, right, which we need to think about. Okay, anyway, so there's GPT 5.2, then GPT 5, 4.1, these are versions, okay? Then we have, like for example, let's see if I put chat. So these are all chat models, okay? DeepSeek, Mistral, Olama, Llama, and all those, okay? So let's say if I want to deploy one latest Llama model, let's do one thing. Let's go to model catalog. Let's see what latest came, okay, in Llama. DeepSeek. Okay,
Do we
so
need to get an account to be able to
yeah,
use
it's a
Microsoft
free trial.
Foundry?
Free trial account. Okay, I will show you how to create a free trial, and
Don't
it's totally free. Yeah.
don't need to install anything, I guess, right?
No, no,
Only
no, no need to install. Okay. And similarly, I will show you how using APIs also like this, right? So this is an API which I have. So how using APIs you can test it, right? That also I'll be showing. Not that all you need an AI Foundry for that. Always. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, let's try DeepSeek. Okay. So now see, I'm deploying the DeepSeek model here. Okay. So now whatever chat and these things I will do, right? I will be doing with DeepSeek. Initially, I was doing with GPT 4.1. Okay. So let's see how the difference is with the model. Okay. So let's say this is the GPT 4.1 I'm using. Again, let's use the same question. Okay. That helps people find information specifically to India and Indian politics, let's say. Okay. So let's say this is my system message. All this I'll explain. Okay. Don't worry. I'm typing something, though I don't know this. Don't worry at all. We'll be doing from scratch. Okay. So let's ask one question. Who is our first president? Let's see if
So
AI.
this command which you give here, you are an AI assistant. This is like you are giving a training, correct?
Not
Instruction.
training. This is like you are using a real chatbot in your application.
So this is already available inside this for
Correct.
the Indian
Yes.
politics. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So India's first president was okay. Whatever it said. Okay. Now let's do one thing. The same question I will ask. Let me put this response here. Okay. And let's shift the model to DeepSeek. Okay. So parameters.
This one, are we testing these two models or?
Yeah, two models. So currently GPT and DeepSeek. Two models. Oh, sorry, I pasted the answer. Wait. Let me paste the question. What was the question? Who is our first president?
the parameters for the GPT.
Yeah. See. Now this is the answer which I got from DeepSeek. There are other parameters also, different things which we need to tweak, but pretty much you can see how the models are different. Able to see? All of you? How the
Yes,
responses are
yes,
different based on what
yeah.
model you are using. Now in your organization, one important question will be, should I go with GPT-4? Should I go with DeepSeek? Or should I go with some other Mistral AI, Grok, right? So such questions will come.
DeepSeek.
So yeah, so we cannot say that directly that there's AI testing needed, right? So this is just one part of it. Yeah, a lot of things to be done. But DeepSeek is a free version. Okay, that is a very important thing to know. GPT is a paid, like you have to pay for the API each call. Let me show you that also. If I go to OpenAI,
Are also precise for that one.
yeah,
GP.
it's precise. Yes, exactly. Because the data required for you to train will be less with GPT. Okay, but with other models, you will have to train with more data. You have to spend there that money. Okay, so just a minute. Let me log into OpenAI quickly. Even OpenAI also provides us a platform, okay, to test the GPT alone. It will not provide you everything. It will provide you only the. I'm logging in. Just give me a minute. It's very fantastic domain actually. Okay, since I have been working in this from some time, I am enjoying. Right, a lot of. Uh, I don't know. I feel I get a lot of satisfaction working in this because compared to other testing, and I actually get involved in this testing when it is not needed also, right? So that much I get interested in these things because it's so beautiful domain AI is and such vast applications of it. You can imagine just so yeah. I'm just sharing my screen. So this is OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI platform provided by OpenAI, right? For GPT alone. So here, whatever you do is for you'll be using the GPT alone. Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yes, yes.
You don't have DeepSeek and all here. You have specifically for GPT. Okay, GPT API, video, images, audio. Then agent builder is there. Then chat is there, right? So such things. So here you have to buy some API credits and all, right? So some things you need to do. But just wanted to show. Okay. Anyways. Okay, right. So, but in Azure AI Foundry, you can easily deploy lot of models. Okay, and the next beautiful thing about it is here you have to pay, right? They are not giving you any free credits as such now. Initially, they used to give $5. Now they are not giving, but Azure gives you free credits. Okay, so it's very useful for learning and all. You don't need to spend a penny on it. Similarly, image is there, right? We saw only text, image, video. They also have a specific different types of testings, right? So we'll see all those with time. Okay, right?
So what? So sorry. So what exactly would be AI Azure Foundry? So it is something like where you create your own bot?
No, 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 Sneha.
No,
So see,
no.
let's say
Sorry.
you have your boat. See, it's more sort of take it this way that you are using it for the
Mm-hmm.
learning purpose.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you test AI, right? You can
Yeah.
easily learn it using Azure AI Foundry.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Now
you.
your project will be using a chatbot, right? That you will test
Mm-hmm.
same way. You won't be creating a chatbot, right?
Yeah. True.
Already a chatbot will be there. So
Yes.
that you will test similar to test how we test it here. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Maybe I
Srinivas,
have my have
yeah,
missed. Yeah.
See, Azure AI
yes,
Foundry is a interface or a tool given by Azure so
Okay.
that you can play around with the models and find out which model is good for you, deploy it and use it in your application.
Okay. Okay. That's why you can use
Yeah,
DeepSeek,
correct.
ChatGPT, and all of it.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
yes, Srinivas,
Yeah, Vishnu here. Praveen.
yeah, Praveen, yeah. So in one of the interviews, there was one question like, how would you test the chatbot? dashboard for a healthcare application, such type of thing. So will we be covering that kind of topics as you
Yeah. But
showed?
now I won't be answering that. It's a long question. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
surely
yeah,
we'll be
that,
covering.
Actually,
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
testing already the chatbot for healthcare application.
See. We already have a candidate here. Okay. Yeah, okay, then it's almost time now. That's why I joined little 15 minutes early, so that all of you get enough time. Yeah, so this is what all about AI testing is. It's a fantastic domain to be in, okay? Enjoyable one because it's very highly dynamic and evolving, okay? And you will enjoy the journey. Try to go through the recordings, whatever we discussed and all. And yeah, so this might be the last open to all session. But yeah, be in touch. But I will be more active in the private group. But still, try to go through all the things and get used to these things. Very, very critical. If especially if you're in testing domain, traditional testing practices will diminish. It's not going anywhere, but it will diminish. AI will take over a lot of things. So that time, you have to be really good at AI, especially the AI related applications and all. So yeah, anyways, all the best to everyone and have a good day. Good night. Thank you for joining. Really, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.